Dustin Gardner. He's a comedy theorist, an award-winning musician, and he's desperately trying to hold his beautiful mind together. He's a living TikTok post that thinks that if he just does one more bad take on current events, he's finally gonna become famous. Will his guests keep him on track? Will he deservedly get canceled, or will this show crash and burn as he loses control once again? Welcome to Meltdown Island.
It's Dustin!
I know everything that Dustin is saying sounds totally delusional.
Dustin, where are you going? Just trust me!
Dustin, you slow down. Dustin!
Dustin, you're a goddamn Einstein.
Dustin's right. You're a certified genius. I think that's a great idea, Mike. Thank you, Dustin.
If you look up the word tempting in the dictionary, you will find a picture of Sean.
Looks like Jawa is stuck between a rock and a Sean place.
I think it's because Sean is very built and he's sexy as hell.
I'm going to sleep next to Sean Smith.
Nothing feels good when you're feeling bad. Nothing makes sense when you're feeling mad. Don't go around feeling sad, cause everybody's going around saying that you're crazy, that you're lazy, and you're unmotivating. To the people that surround you in society, they control you in your mind with anxiety. You gotta break free from that mindset. Break free, break free. Break free to explode. Break free to expose all of your emotional vulnerability and the complexities of your mind. And together we will find that the sun keeps shining on the other side. You know the sun keeps shining on the other side. The sun keeps shining on the other side of the rain cloud, of the storm clouds in your eyes, in your eyes. There's a place I know we can go and stay a while. Welcome to Meltdown Island. Welcome to Meltdown Island. To Meltdown, we can all meltdown together. Welcome to Meltdown Island. Meltdown Island. Meltdown Island. Down Island.
Oh, hello! Surprise! It's me, Dustin. Hi, how are you? Okay, thanks for asking. I hope you're well. That's what I like to say. I hope you're well. It's so much nicer. That way you're not making somebody, you know what I mean, think about their life or think about actually how they are. Because you realize the more somebody asks how you are throughout the day, those numbers just stack. Their numbers stack up, and all of a sudden you're sitting there in your therapist's office going, I don't know how I am, doctor. I'll tell you how we are. We're all melting down at our own pace, in our own time, and right here live on this platform, whatever it is. Hi, welcome to Meltdown Island. My name happens to be, who cares? No, it doesn't. It's DUSTiN. Whatever. Gardner, it doesn't matter. But I'll tell you what does matter, that I have a co-host. Some call him the host with the most. Some call him co-host from both coasts. And his name happens to be
Sean Hanlon.
I like the way you've really taken that bit on and sing it, and I really enjoy it.
Good.
It's fun. It is not at all what like I set out to be, yet it is everything I wanted it to be and more. How about that?
It makes me happy.
Makes me happy, surprisingly. Because not much does anymore.
No, I feel you, buddy.
Yet you do. Isn't that weird?
Especially in our neurodivergent conditions, we're suffering a dearth of dopamine.
Speaking of dearths,
Rollo and the Reverend of Roar.
He's open down the Rollo and the Reverend. Rollo. My therapist agrees with you.
Go on.
Let's all melt down together.
Let's all melt down. That's why we're here. That's why we gather here on the shores of Meltdown Island in the Pond Lagoon.
The Pond Cove.
The Pond Cove. The longest
running
show.
Pond Coin. Pond Coin centric.
Pond Coin centric show. Longest running Pond Coin centric show.
With a little bit of a side game called the White Rabbit and Gloomy.
White Rabbit
2.0.
White Rabbit.
Listen to this.
Go on.
So this week,
yes, I'm listening,
has been a dramatic week.
All right.
Filled with highs and lows, including me winning not only one ETH, which is equivalent to about $4,000. So remember last week when I was like, I haven't made it. I didn't make it this month. We're not all going to make it. I made it.
He ended up making it. The next day.
Then maybe. I don't know. I stopped thinking about time.
It was the next day.
If it wasn't for this show, we would not have a record of time for me. Think about that. Let that sink in, you guys. And appreciate us all the more by sharing and liking and telling your reverends of your roars or your meows or your barks. Any reverend. But ultimately, I not only won, but I also, my Bitcoin is way up. I owe you like 3,000 or something like that, says Kurt. Kurt knows I owe him.
That's great.
That's sweet. And it's a good reminder that I do owe you. And I always want to pay him back in my heart. In my heart, I always want to pay him back for that Oculus.
Right.
Because dare I say, he's like opened up like a magical portal or door,
especially for someone who doesn't like to go out the real door. It's nice to be able to leave these premises,
even if it's in here,
only virtual,
even if it's just leaving up here.
Yeah.
My eye, my eyes are closed because I'm pointing to my brain.
Yeah, no.
Because why?
I'm familiar with it.
Because consciousness. What?
Consciousness.
Say it again.
Consciousness.
Consciousness. Are we being conned? Are we?
What?
Are we conning ourselves into believing that this mortal shell is the beginning and end of everything? It feels like it when you bump your elbow. It does feel like it is the beginning and end of everything when you hit what is not a funny bone, but is considered to be.
This show has taken a real metaphysical turn.
Dare I say, should have a long time ago.
Hello, Kurt. It's good to see you. Let's get back to Kurt.
Yeah, Kurt. Granted, I accept it. Let me give you that wallet address, and all funds can go to it. Specific. No, when Bitcoin is down, you owe me. That's how it works.
I don't understand.
All right, agreed. I think we have a going bet. I think we have a... Oh, what's up? That's my friend. Doesn't that look like Ohio?
Ohio-Bama?
Nope, it's Co. It's with the C.
Oh, Ohio.
Nope, try it again. This is fun because I tried to tell him that his name, it throws me off because I've heard other people say it and I go, why do they call him that? And then he tells me, I go, oh, I thought that said Ohio, because,
Yeah.
But it's not. Now say it again. This is great.
Kohai.
Nope.
What are you talking about? It's a C and an O. Kohai Baman.
Cohebra. He might have changed it. To be fair, he might have changed it to
that A is
Cohebra. Cohebra.
Because bruh it would mean a BR.
I think maybe he changed it because he's got, see this .eth right here?
Uh-huh.
That's new. And what that is, it's called like an ENS. What's that mean? I don't know. It means a fancy wallet address that doesn't have a bunch of numbers and things. Because I could get like that Dustin show .eth or Dustin that ass.
Yeah.
.eth. Dustin that ass is not bad.
Trying to decipher that reminded me of that TV show from back when I was a kid. It was a game show.
Oh, you were a kid?
Yeah, I was a kid once. But this game show where I think it was concentration, maybe even. But anyway, the final puzzle was like pictures, and it was like some sort of phrase depicted pictorially.
These people are laughing at you, guy.
And then you have to try and guess what the phrase was based on the pictures.
Win, lose, or draw?
No.
Cohiba man.
Cohiba man.
So I think I messed it up with bra. I think I
You brought in that bra and that really screwed me up. Cohiba man.
Cohiba man.
Cohiba man. Cohiba man. I think the M you got to hit because it's capital. Cohiba man. Hey, Cohiba man. Cohibaman, maybe.
Cohibaman, Gardner,
Cohibaman.
We could have a lawyer. We could have a law practice together.
That is a great lawyer name on a TV show.
Thank you for the clarification, because clearly I was saying it wrong.
Cigars. All right, Rollo, the Reverend of Roar, comes in with a little clue.
About what?
Probably about the Cohibaman.
Oh, is that what? Oh, is that a cigar flavor? Cohiba?
I don't know.
I think it is. Is it another name for what they call marijuanas?
All right. Should I Google it? I'm curious.
I like the unknowingness. Is it in a world where we can find everything out by AI or something? I like to leave mystery.
Good for you, buddy.
Well, because everything else is so mysterious and
mysterious
and so overwhelming that I prefer not to know anything. Because when you know something, then you start going, well, I can build a wall. I could build up a house on this. And then everybody says that, oh, no, everything that you just built that house on, that was all not true.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, you know what I mean? Your life falls apart. And you're like, oh, wow, because I have feelings. When really, if you just cut them feelings off and don't know anything,
right?
How can you ever be wrong? I didn't realize we were going. I'm going to be this, I guess, wholly enlightened today. I'm very enlightened, I think. And then what happens? I don't talk about it. Then you open up that bottle and sunshine just starts pouring out. Hi, Hybra, Cohybra,
Cohibaman.
I'm your Gucci. You get it? Like Gucci.
You're Gucci.
Oh, you're Gucci.
You're Gucci.
That has something to do with good.
Okay.
Hey, Dustin. Hey, under the hog. I just saw that hog there at the end. Look at that. See how all the things he's got? He's got the piggy.
Underhog.
He's got the diamond.
Right.
He's got the Starus and that little chef.
What is all that? What does that mean?
Those are all our bonus things for what?
Pond coin?
Pond coin Dex rewards. Yeah, buddy. It makes worlds collapse. Notice I stood still because I knew it. I know whenever I mention Pond coin, oh, I'm afraid.
Yes.
Somebody just wrecked their car because I said that. I have a feeling.
It's a cigar.
A cigar.
Nice job.
Nice. Look at that. Look at people across the world. Reverend Roar trying to help us out because we don't know shit. Go ahead.
An early rose to Rollo for coming through with the
coming in hot, they call it. Is he in his bathtub? I wonder.
With the tip. Is he in the bathtub?
A lot of you don't know. Some people like to watch us while they sit in the bathtub.
Lauren Michaels is here.
Lauren Michael.
Hey, Lauren.
This one hurts. I don't know why this one hurts today.
This is my favorite Pond Coin-based show. I think I'll do something similar with my show. It's called Saturday Night Live.
Lauren, you don't have to explain yourself to us. Of course, I know that. I think he turns it off, right?
Yeah.
I think Lauren pops in, he leaves a comment, and then leaves because he never hears how everything
the response.
I've been doing my whole life is one long audition for your show.
DUSTiN love decks.
I do. I love it. I
Very true.
love decentralized exchanges. Why? Was you saying that a different way?
I don't know.
I'd love to have you guys out to broadcast from my house. I have a cove. Ever go remote?
Well, DUSTiN doesn't leave the house. So
no.
So usually remotes are hard to arrange, but maybe it might be fun to do it.
Maybe it might be fun to do it.
Maybe in the spring when it's warmer.
I know I've been in talks with boy.
Go on.
I go back to now. This brings back up trauma right now. I don't mean to trauma dump on you guys, but there's a founder of the game I've been playing.
Okay.
You remember me mentioning a certain fella named Gloomy?
Yes, Gloomy.
He died.
What?
I don't mean to just say that and shock you and cause you to react in a real way because, everything's digital and nothing's real. So I don't think there was a real human life lost. I can't even say it. Get all choked up, bud. I don't deal with change or death well.
Did he work for Boeing by any chance?
No. Very good question. Here's the thing is you don't know. He's so mysterious. And do you code planes? Because maybe.
Well, did you hear there's like this?
Yeah, Boeing.
The big whistleblower.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I whistled his blow. Yes.
Big whistleblower about the quality.
And he wound it up hanging himself like Jeffrey Epstein.
Yes. Yeah.
Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself.
And he was going to go home yesterday after testifying. But the company asked him to stay one more day.
What?
And finish his testimony in the morning.
Can you just hang out for just staying overnight?
And yeah.
Is he not in protective custody?
Apparently not.
Apparently not.
So
here's the question. How come the instant that doesn't happen, they don't go arrest the CEO and the top brass at Boeing? How come that's not a law? How come that's not the exact moment they go, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Right.
Why? Because if you were a country or something, we go to the top.
Yeah.
You might as well be a country because you're a corporation, which are now people considered by the United States Supreme Court, not the people, not we the people, but the Supreme Court says corporations are people. Corporations don't go to jail. Corporations don't go to hell. And they sure ain't never going to get into party.
Your boy is a good friend, DUSTiN. Ha 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 ha. I can tell you he's a good dude.
That's you.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah, you were reading about yourself. Oh. Look, get on the camera, bud. You can get on
I thought he was talking about Gloomy.
No. Gloomy is...
Oh, that's nice. Thank you.
He really thought Gloomy was dead. He really did. That's why I had to sort of slow it down. I realized it was a little too much for him for a second. He's like, what do I got to do? How do I handle this? I mean, should I just collapse the way I feel like it? Because the weight of the world's too much.
100, yes. All right. That's funny.
So, yes, he's apparently hired a new management company to take over. He's no longer going to be helping. He's already didn't sleep for, I think, 2 months. Okay. A lot of us have it. I don't know if you can tell by me, but I've lost my mind, Sean. Anyway.
The Boeing is sus, though, right?
No, the Boeing thing is beyond sus. It makes you understand why that one dude with the what's his name, about aliens, how he came out and was like, oh, they already tried to get me. They shot at my car.
And he even said to his girlfriend,
if I die, we know it's Boeing.
If I die and it looks like a suicide, it's a murder.
In fact, I just want to state for the record, I would like to go for a walk on a long beach and also make sweet love to Angela Lansbury, doesn't matter who, before I die.
What?
I don't know. I was trying to say something. I don't know why.
Manifest it?
I'm just saying.
Why pick that?
I don't know. I know. I think I got us distracted from the point, which is not that.
Yes. Okay.
I think I was trying to do comedy, and then I distracted my own bit.
Big mistake.
It's layer cake.
You're funniest when you're trying not to be funny, Dustin. That's
too late.
That's the thing.
It's too late. I'm almost 50 now. It's too late. We've already missed the window of one of prime talent.
Yeah.
I don't know. Man, I am kind of like
you're
wine.
A little past your prime. You're a little past your prime.
Hi, welcome to the new My Only show by myself.
No, man.
How dare you?
You're just hitting your prime. Sure.
I knew when Three Guys Named Joe, I was like, God, I hope this is not it. I hope this is not our prime. Because it felt like we were in our prime. It felt like we did something special that no one else had ever done. We never seen it.
It was fine. It was very entertaining. And
you loved it.
And you did develop a cult following for sure.
And you were one of them cult followers. That's the only reason I'm letting you get off the hook with gaslight me and act like you don't like it because you some.
I was.
Bitch
That's
right
how
now.
I ended up becoming part of the whole
You're
night.
Some bitch right now. Yes, you were part of the show. In fact,
part of the show.
Which, when I think back, I thought about this the other day. When we auditioned for HBO, we let this guy do a one-man chase scene. And I said to myself, why weren't we a part of it? Why did we let some dude audition inside of our audition? We could have done 2 or 3 more songs during that time.
Looking at it from that perspective, it was...
We could have done a scene.
It was an odd choice. It was a bizarre choice.
Like, think about it. I know it was, completely. We were like, no, Sean, we need... But, like, why didn't we think something fully out like that to the whole group? Yeah, we were just so tied to what we were doing and not thinking down the road enough. Now, being down the road, what do? Just think all the time. Back then, we just lived. Now we just think. Thank you.
Anyways. Well. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're getting way behind. People, we have actual engagement today.
Mm-hmm.
Jetty, having a good time?
Hello.
Jetty?
It's me.
Awful
Waffle 95. Barter hat.
And
comfort noise.
Oh, comfy wumpy.
Yeah.
He was a noise. Comfy wumpy.
Almost 50 and looking good, I might say.
Thanks.
You're not 50 yet?
No. I still got 2 more years, but
what? I look much younger than you.
And you're way older, dude.
And I'm way older.
To be fair, I'm being held together by tape.
Literally.
Literally.
You do look good, though, buddy. You do look good.
I don't care. Here's the other thing is, I don't see me ever being intimate with a female ever again, so I've given up.
Okay.
I mean, look, the head is not pulling. My schedule is not pulling anything. My fear of going outside is not pulling anything. The only chance I got is getting rich. Hi, would you like to help someone get laid again in life? Then make me rich.
Please donate.
Please donate today to Dustin Could Get Laid One Day Again Dream Fund.
Subscribe to your Patreon page.
Yeah. I do have one, but fuck it.
Is Meltdown Island also live on OnlyFans? That's a revenue stream right
there. Factually, yes. Below the camera, we are live on OnlyFans.
We're naked. We are naked.
And above, we're live everywhere else. So someone's out there, we've got one viewer, is out there just watching our dongs just go blunk, blunk. Mm-hmm. He likes to do a pop.
They hear the show, but they see our penises.
Yes.
So
keeps it fresh. For the kinky freaks out there.
And exciting.
And nude.
Here we go.
What is it?
Another Kurt Brinker. When I auditioned for HBO, I had to give them a kidney. It was weird that it was in an abandoned mini mall and there were no cameras.
To be fair, there were no cameras for us either.
I feel
now you got me questioning things.
Yeah, but it doesn't sound like we had our kidneys harvested.
We did not. I can confirm.
Like it did not work out well for.
I would think maybe you got scammed.
Yeah, potentially by Hurtful Body Operation.
That's it. Did you go to a place called Hurtful Body Operations?
Laughing my ass off.
Oh, good. See that little rabbit he's got there?
Yeah.
That's the white rabbit, bud. We all in this white rabbit game together.
That's nice.
And
I like that. That's one of my favorites. Hand gestures.
Dusty, inappropriate.
Fucking love it.
I like his chimmer. So here's another thing. So Chimmer, this fella here, So the
That's
White
good,
Rabbit.
good,
Here's
good.
part of the drama. Here's the reason. Some people say this is the reason they died.
Go on.
So Chimmer gets a message
I'm listening.
saying, "Hey, bud, send me this amount of scammer coin, and you're gonna get a special surprise, cause this is the Gloomy." And he's like, because I remember he kept going, "Is this Gloomy or is this DUSTiN? Is this DUSTiN?" I'm like, no. What is all these questions about him being Gloomy?
So many questions.
I mean, for me, I just thought it was him, but then I was also thought maybe it was this other guy.
All right, I'm listening.
Ultimately, I didn't care.
No.
Why? Because I wasn't being offered anything, so I was just like, why is this guy driving himself crazy about who this is, right?
Right.
No, like me about most things. And so he, along with another fella, are asked to send a certain amount and then get a third guy to send a brand new coin we got, Leota. Remember when we sang Leota last week? Send Leota to this wallet. As soon as they do, he cashes out all of the Leota and dumps the chart all the way down. And all of a sudden, everybody goes, "How dare you!" We all start tearing each other apart. I think Chimmer is also the other guy, Save Edge, and also Gloomy. I'm thinking everyone that I don't see an actual picture of, like, "Hi, my name's Sean. Hi, I'm DUSTiN." Like, if I don't see your picture and I haven't talked to you, then everyone's trying to kill me, which doesn't help people who are paranoid, stoned, and have PTSD. Let's just put it out there.
Yeah, that combination, it's a tough
Very
trio.
tricky tightrope.
Tough to maneuver.
That I'm walking
tightrope.
Tightrope that I'm already walking, let alone, oops, I don't know this, sliding away, boom, crush my nuts. That's what it felt like. It felt like it crushed my nuts.
Yeah, that was a great visual for the OnlyFans
Well,
page.
well, I'm trying to keep the show going for them too.
So consider it. Consider joining our OnlyFans page. And you can hear the show. You can still hear
You can still hear the comedy, but you don't like
comedy. But yeah, you just get to look at her dicks.
Some people don't like to look at the faces. They're like, what's he got in his nose? What's that? That's weird. I'd rather just watch dicks.
Yeah.
Look it up for Dicks Are Us. Spelled with a D-E-X. Dex Are Us. Dex Party. Anyway.
Melt Dicks Island.
So ultimately, we come to find out, it's all Gloomy.
What?
He was the one tricking all of us. He played everyone against themselves to conquer and divide our hearts, some say. Definitely had our attention. And then the next day after that, I win that prize, the ETH and a computer, which, by the way, don't think we're going to start doing the show from outer space with you on one side, me on the other side with our own computer. Like, what? I don't know. We haven't thought all the way through because we haven't got it yet.
Yeah.
But when it gets here, look out for Meltdown Island and Cyber something.
Yeah, that'll be intense.
Yeah. And ultimately, he does another mint.
So you won a computer as well? You got $4,000 and a computer?
Like a $20,000 computer.
What?
Mike Gettigan, old co-host of the show,
yeah.
He goes, "Dude, you should totally sell that computer and buy 3 computers. One that you'll actually use, and the other 2 just keep the money." And I go, I can't. He's making it specifically for me, etching my Meltdown Island, on the glass or whatever.
Come on.
Yeah. So, needless to say, haven't you always wondered, or haven't you always wanted something that's so extreme
that's
you can't even use all of it, right? That way you're not, oh, I lost because I don't have a fast enough something.
Right.
Oh, I didn't hear that because I don't have a good enough relay switch. I don't know what things are called. But apparently he seals it all up and it only takes like 4% energy or something like that to run the whole thing.
Huh.
I don't know if that's a true statement, but it is shockingly, like, you've listed all the things on it, dude. I don't even know half of the words.
Right.
Let alone what they do. But I'm like, will I get to see you porn on it? You porn OnlyFans. Little porn joke for them.
Visit our YouPorn page
where we touch penises.
Yeah.
Yeah, are you thinking back to the penis?
Our page is a bunch of compilations of our penises bumping into each other.
This is so disgustingly hilarious. It's so gross. Yet I can't stop doing bits about it. Oh boy. Oh boy,
like,
we just blew up on comments.
What is that? Is that the what is what is that? Like it's the cliche on every businessman's desk. The devil's cradle. Is it right? Is it devil's cradle?
No, they call it balls on strings.
All right.
When I auditioned for Nickelodeon, they had 7 doctors, each giving me a physical. Weird. That is weird. Jetty's laughing, and he says, back to timeout, that one. Back in timeout on that one. Agreed. Win Sean Coin. He's a non-believer, so obviously it would be great. It would be great. Here's a good question, Steiner. Where's DUSTiN going? Because I have dents in my head, and I won't rug it. I'll just live off of it somehow. You know what I mean? Go ahead. What are you laughing about?
It's called Newton's Cradle. And I said the Devil's Cradle. So
Devil's Cradle is what we call our live stream.
My apologies to Newton. But it's this thing, you know.
Oh, I know. Welcome to the Devil's Cradle, y'all.
That's what we do is the Devil's Cradle.
That show's called.
Because you know how you grab one of the balls here.
Look, I'm doing it right now.
That's right. Yeah, that's what we got going on. It's a bunch of compilations. So that's on our YouPorn page. Our balls doing a little Newton's Cradle. You know, because
I'm not allowed to use Newton though, so that's why we call it the Devil's Cradle. Look out, it could be sweaty.
You know, gravity's taking its toll on my scrotum. Right?
Look out, it's gonna be hot down there.
It gets hot down there, so you get a little saggy. A little saggy. So
got one that's high and tight, one that's
all right.
We give both angles. We give both angles, that's all.
Fucking Boeing, right? I mean, that's
Boeing indeed.
Just so shady, man.
Like, why aren't they in jail? I demand, hi, I'm Dustin from Meltdown Island, and I demand that the Boeing CEOs go straight to jail. How else will we train and teach these young CEOs of tomorrow that killing people is not a good thing?
Corporations are out of control.
Well, it's because they can get away with anything. They have no oversight. No, what do you call it?
Consequences.
When somebody has like, oh, I have to talk to this person before I go get pizza.
No oversight.
No accountability.
No accountability.
They have no accountability.
Ultimately, right?
Ultimately, that new computer rig is going to be sick.
I agree too. It sounds sick.
He says it's got like some kind of like word like terabyte, but bigger. It felt like of memory.
Okay.
Like terabyte or something. Right. I don't really know. Clearly.
Okay.
Yep, they're all laughing about the ball stuff, I think.
And the Newton's Cradle.
Ridiculous. Anywho, so that was the drama.
Congrats, Dustin.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Still on its way. Mm-hmm. See, the next night he tried to do his next mint. And to say that some people weren't upset and hurt, I think I got the prize because when I went on his live, he was talking to a fellow named Eric Cartman, and Eric Cartman has a little bit of that Tourette's, and so there was another guy in the group who says the N-word a lot, and to emulate that guy and to show us the shock value of anyone reading that word, he just starts saying it a few times. Mm-hmm. And Glenn was like, hey, pump the brakes. Yo. And then I come in and he goes, but Dustin, because clearly I have some sort of, I'm a comedy theorist. Mm-hmm. So he asked me, it was funny though, right?
Right.
And for a microsecond I say, but then out loud I say, of course. Because honestly, once you give time and time and distance from any one topic, it becomes funny.
Comedy equals tragedy plus time.
And this was a tragic moment for not only the community, but for certain people's emotional state. And I definitely said to myself, if we all make it to the pods and we're sitting there smoking up a Sparky Dig Bertha, then I think we'd all be able to go, Remember when he did that? So yes, I can confirm that it is funny.
Although,
am I also freaking out and going, yes.
As a test, though, what really, I think, pushed the envelope as far as that that theory goes was the Onion and their reaction to 9/11 within I think a week.
Oh yeah, too soon.
But they were fucking. It was brilliant.
What was it?
There was just a bunch of. It's just. I mean,
say the words. What is it? Tell us the words.
It was just an issue that did a bunch of brilliantly satirical articles from different aspects of 9/11. It was just really
too soon. Really too soon.
You would think it was too soon.
Not
they did it so well.
Oh, look at this. What's each of your OnlyFans names? Well, obviously mine is Bustin' Dustin.
Mine is low balls handling.
Old low ball handling.
Low balls handling.
Old handyman. They call him the handyman too. Because he'll give you a hand, man.
I'll give you a handy. If the price is right, I'll give a handy.
Hey.
I'm okay with sex work.
That's nice, bud. We're progressive.
I think it should be legal. It should be legal.
We're progressive on Meltdown Island
and regulated. But
yeah, it is over in Amsterdam.
Yeah, they choose to allow people to be in danger.
Silly. You can hit a button. Hit it, bud. What are you doing?
Bustin' Dustin, did you do this one already?
I did.
Fuck. I'm just not good at this. Too soon. Too soon. All right.
Yeah, so
9/11 is too soon for 9/11 stuff.
Well, also the gloomy thing.
Not soon enough.
That gloomy stuff, that was a little too soon for him to be enjoying it that much. To be fair, he was the one that did it, so why wouldn't he enjoy it while he was doing it? I think also there might have been mushrooms involved because at one point he was laughing. At one point he was like, "Watch this!" And he takes the liquidity pool from that he had it up to like he dumped it for like 10 grand up here, right? Yeah. He hit 1 point something billion, takes it all the way down to $11. I do get that. Like, I'm laughing now. It is funny to talk about. But while you're going through it and people are like, "Oh, I'm going to sell my house so that I can try to save this moment," because they're not even like loading up for themselves to get rich, but so that other like bad people don't come in and go, "Oh shit, the person I hate has dumped this. I'm going to load up and make them sad tomorrow." We were trying to save it, right? And so those people feel a little burned, but ultimately it's all going to be converted. Apparently we're all going into soul. I don't know, bud.
This whole thing just sounds so ridiculous.
It is. And that's why we feel like each week is like a month. It
feels like they're making it up on the fly.
Some are, but some aren't.
It just seems so dangerous.
It's not, is it? No, because I've already won. That's the thing. It seems like I have a lot of money involved, but all that money is my winnings. All of that is my winnings.
Versus how much you've put in.
How much did I start? That's the key.
How much did you start? That's what I mean.
About $50 is where I started, and I'm up to like over 5 ETH. There's no way I put.
You started with $50
ish. Let's say $100, just so it's more reasonable and more rounded off.
So you bought $50 worth of a crypto.
You used $20, $30 in gas, $100.
All right. And what, it just took off or something?
No, I instantly won.
Okay.
And then I won because I bought them in the right order.
Right.
See, there's little tricks like that we didn't even all capitalize on, because how are you supposed to know which ones are the ordered ones and which, you know what I mean? It's just all these little things, but I bought the first. It was much easier when it was 2 pieces of pictures of NFTs. When it was 2, I was winning.
Right.
I won the initial surprise, like buying into the right thing, and then I won an actual in procession prize. It's great. I got caught up, paid back Tim. What? Which part? We don't know which part.
I don't know what part.
He's been a little slow on it.
Soul is actually doing good now.
It is. Well, yeah, it's gone up. It's gone way up.
Yeah, it's on a
As
it's on
I
a hot
showed you.
streak. Yeah,
It's number 4.
He showed me at the top of the show.
I mean, it's down today, but overall, I mean, it's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. It's
Off the
gone
chain.
from like $6 up to $200.
You are still live? Question mark?
I mean, yes.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I mean, barely. We're hanging in there.
I mean, we're still doing this.
Yeah.
Not financial advice. I have no idea what I'm talking about. But I listen to every word you say, Steiner.
Don't we all?
So,
I
yeah.
ask myself, whenever I'm about to make a choice, what would Steiner do?
You do?
I do.
That's silly.
Well, he's got it together. He's a smart
He
kid.
does?
He's a smart kid.
Buy DUSTiN coin. Hi, I'm DUSTiN.
Not financial.
No, no other comments yet. Yeah, you did.
All right. So Boeing, though, right? I mean, that seems
You're back to that?
so suspicious.
Let's see what's trending. So apparently, so just to finish that up, Gloomy is back. Gloomy's back. Well, he's not back, but his account is back, and
he's back.
And now he is now doing more. What do they call it?
I don't know.
More properties.
Okay. So, and the St. Patty's Day rewards that did not end up coming
From Pondex?
Yeah.
No. They did not happen. He said it was just a meme, was just having fun. And I go, I get it. You did say $1 billion once to me. But you also said, because I went on his face the other night and talked to him.
Right.
Confronted him, some would say. So
where is it now relative to the $1 billion?
We are at 700 million almost.
700 million.
Here's the thing is this last week, the price of Ethereum kept going up.
Right.
So the gas prices doubled, if not quadrupled.
Okay.
And it becomes untenable to make money because any money you're making is going right into gas, a percentage of it, depending on how much you're spending, right? Or playing with. But if I'm making $200 and 100 of that's going to gas, and then if I got to do something else with it, that's another 100 gone. Whoa. There goes all your winnings. So that's one reason I think the White Rabbit's moving over to Sol. And it's a reason why magma and lava is starting to be put together and coming to fruition on the Pondex, which will be the layer 2. The magma will be Ethereum, will allow people to swap effectively, efficiently, and then that money generates money that will be paid out in rewards and in Pond Wander. But everything is slowed down. Last week we were speeding up to we got up to 650, and then we've only gotten maybe 200 or 20 million in the last week because it went. Much like the Sol went, ETH went, no, because everyone's going from here to here. So it is, everyone's jumping ship. What can we do?
Yeah.
I don't understand it. I don't have a Sol wallet except for my Coinbase, and I don't even want a Coinbase.
Well, clearly I don't understand it either. So.
Well, I wish you did. Mark Micula's here.
What? Sean took time off to really intensively study crypto. He's fully on board now.
I've onboarded him.
Untrue.
DUSTiN, you have gone Middle Earth a little bit. A little bit Middle
Earth.
A little bit of elfish.
Yeah.
Are you trying to say I look good? Are you trying to say I look young and vibrant because elves never age? That's sweet. That's sweet of you.
You do.
Thank you, Jason. Anytime I don't come through on something, I'm going to say, I was just doing a meme.
That was just a meme.
I'm just joking.
Right.
I get the joke. Mm-hmm. And to be fair, he did say $1 billion. But there's a lot of people that were really upset. Because I don't think they've allowed the $1 billion thing to either be seen by them or let it sink in. But I told you a couple weeks ago, I let that sink in back in October-ish. And then I was just, for the culture, going, here it comes this time, you guys. No, I never get it right.
There's usually a pre-halving dip for Bitcoin around this time.
Well, it's going to be in a month from now. So, a pre-halving. Pre-halving?
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, there's a pre-halving dip, and then there's another dip right after. So, this is the pre-halving dip, because next month is the halving.
The LV, to me, is difficult letter combination.
Yeah. You got to use your lips.
Yeah.
You don't like to do that, from what I've been told.
I don't. I do not. Get a phantom wallet.
That sounds scary.
The most punchable thing someone can say. I would agree, Awful Waffle. I would agree.
Which one?
Get a phantom wallet. Someone telling you that. Phantom for soul. That sounds like a romance novel.
He came in like a phantom for my soul.
Dusty.
What? Why me? No, he's just memeing me. He doesn't mean it.
It's just a meme. I was responding to Mark with my last comment.
Okay. Anytime I don't come through on something, I just say it's a meme. I was just joking. It's just the same thing. It's using meme instead of joke.
Okay.
That's all.
All right.
A lot of punchable things, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they say over here on OnlyFans as well. Lots of punchable things.
All right, so that's that. I think that's...
Yep, you're all caught up.
We're all caught up.
You looking at the time? You got a new show you're starting, huh?
Yes. Yeah, starting rehearsals tonight.
We were going to have a big new show we were going to start doing tonight.
Yeah.
But then it got pushed back because you were going back on the stage, everyone. Announcement!
Returning to the boards.
Returning to the boards. And if you don't know what that means, well, we're part of the theater here in Detroit, and he just got asked to be in a show. That's all. We're trying to use industry talk to sound cool.
Yeah.
But honestly, he's just overcommitted to life right now, and I'm the one that suffers. What's this?
Yeah, just because I know you're the one most likely to forgive me.
I am. Oh, low ball speed bag.
It's funny you mentioned speed bag because the player, the character that I'm playing is a boxer, an over the hill former boxer.
So you're saying this is a lot like
who gets drawn back into the game.
So you're going to be playing it like Mike Tyson versus Logan Paul? Have you seen this happening?
I have not.
He just agreed last week to fight each other. And in this week, every day he puts out a thing. Day 1, Mike Tyson. I'm coming for you, day 1. Day 2, I'm day 2, getting training for you. The guy who's doing the punch back, hey, stop!
Yeah.
And right then, Mike goes like this, right, stop! He goes, like in mid punch, but he can stop on a dime as soon as he hears a word. Like, oh my god, dude, terrifying, like a robot. Oops. Anyway.
Wow. Very exciting.
He's so you might want to check that out. Mm-hmm. You might want to check in on him on TikTok or on Twitter to see the update, because it might really inform your whole actor. Yeah. You might have gone in there to play it lazy, but all of a sudden you might start doing sit-ups.
I hope I don't have to do sit-ups as part of the show. I mean,
not have to. What does your character want to do?
Yeah, I hate it. I don't want to do sit-ups.
I hear that. I know you as a human being.
Sit-ups are the worst.
But here's the thing is,
sit-ups are the worst thing ever.
That's maybe why he quit boxing. Maybe that's why he quit boxing. Yeah. But Mao, what's he doing? He's doing a comeback.
Yeah.
Much like Mike Tyson.
Mounting a comeback.
Maybe you need to, I'm telling you, Mike Tyson has this energy, this aura.
I mean, not just
where if you watch him, you might get fired up and you might just be like, I'm going to be Mike Tyson. I'm going to be Mike Tyson. That's my impression of you getting fired up to be like Mike Tyson.
I mean, let's not give so much credit to Mike Tyson, because it seems like every boxer who gets to a certain age wants to try and make a comeback.
But we talking about...
I mean, that's probably the most current one for sure.
Dude doesn't look like he's missed a step on speed.
Does not look like he's missed a step. I saw some of those videos too, where he was doing body work.
He's fast.
And his sparring partner had this whole fucking
mechanism.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. And then he's also got things for his hands to hit. So one of them flies off. He goes, "Hoop!" And then the guy's like this. He goes to pick up the thing. Goes, like looks at the camera like, "Logan Paul, you sure you won't do this? You ain't gonna have these pads." He broke 2 of my pinkies, and I only got 1 left.
Yeah, I mean, he bit a guy's ear.
Speaking of that guy, he's Evander Holyfield. You know that when I was singing at the jazz club, because that's what I used to do, because I used to be brave enough to just go to the oldest jazz club in the world and go in there and sit, and then they would do improvised night, and I'd be like, "I'm an improviser, and I improvise sing before 3 guys named Joe," and I'd go, "Hey, let me go up here and do it." I would never do that now, but I did back then. And Evander Holyfield was there one night, and I was sitting next to his wife. Evander Holyfield sitting across here because there's no table, like it's all one long table. Everyone sits next to each other, so it's not like you. So I was sitting next to Evander Holyfield and his wife, and as soon as I got done, I come back and I'm like, I must have felt like I was good, right? And I was like, "Yeah, hell yeah!" And she's like, "You sang so good. That was so good." I'm like, "Thank you, Evander Holyfield's wife." Flirting with me over here. You know he could come over here and hit me. And his ear looked great though. Got plastic surgery. They fix it. Mm-hmm. See, Evander Holyfield can get his ear fixed, but I can't get my head fixed.
No. Well, to be fair, an ear is probably a lot easier. Than what you got going on there.
Probably.
So, but it's called Aging Bull. Is the name of the show.
Like Raging Bull. Except
aging.
Brilliant
title, I thought.
And this is a written story or written?
It's written, yeah, by good friend Scott Sanford.
Oh yes, he's a smart fella. He's a funny fella.
Funny fella.
He is. It's funny how he just only about a decade or so ago, just started doing this, huh? Mm-hmm. And he's lucky he was built for it forever. That's what people do when they find improv. They go, "Wow, I should have been doing improv forever because it's fun."
Right.
It makes you playful again and allows your brain to think in different ways.
Yeah.
Open up. And you're like, "Dustin, why don't you go back to improv?" And I go, "Because I'm terrified to leave the house."
Right.
The therapist was like, "The number one thing to fix PTSD is to improvise." And I go, "Oh, fuck me."
Those are your other OnlyFans names. Old low balls and Speedbag.
No, old Rage and Old Bull. Raging and Old Bull. We're both bull of the bull family. I'm Raging, and you're old
bull.
Hi, I'm Rage Cage.
I'm Old Bull.
Is he from Slovakia?
Yes.
Because that accent is a golden child.
Mm.
It's like Buddhism, that accent that you just did.
Actually, he is Polish, now that I think about it.
Of course he is. I can tell you the region, bud.
Kowalski is the name.
You son of a gun. I like to have fun.
Gotta have
What are you doing
fun.
over here? What are you doing?
I don't know. So, I'm easily distracted.
Yeah, you're playing with the thing, yet you're not touching this.
Yeah.
You're really looking up here to look at this.
I'm just reading. I got distracted by some of the other ones.
Did you touch all of them?
What's that?
We've touched all of them.
We have touched all of them, yeah, but I mean, I'm reliving them.
Maybe do that after the show.
Well, that's what I mean. I got
on your
distracted.
Own time.
I can't control when I'm going to be distracted.
All right, fair enough. Hi, everyone.
I mean, I get distracted constantly.
Hi there, everybody. My name's
very challenging.
What is?
How easily I'm distracted. It's very, very challenging.
Pond Coin. Hi, welcome to everyone's favorite part of the show. This is
Roses and Thorns, Roses and Thorns.
It's called Roses and Thorns.
Roses and Thorns, Roses and Thorns.
He's got a
Roses and Thorns, Roses and Thorns.
Everybody, Roses and Thorns, Roses and Thorns, Roses and Thorns. Roses, roses, roses and thorns. Roses, roses, roses,
roses and thorns.
Roses and Thorns, where we sit back
Roses and Thorns.
we give each other roses and thorns for today's show,
Right.
pointing out some of the good things and possibly things we need to work on
Right.
as a team, as a comedy duo,
Right.
going for public goods in the pond ecosystem.
I think Rose right off the bat to our song, our Roses and Thorns song.
One of the best exit songs or intro songs we've ever had to Roses and Thorns. The sad thing, here's the sad thing.
Go on.
As I am the designated driver of the YouTube show of as far as we say the edited version. Something I've learned is people don't want you to do an intro. They don't want an intro song. They don't want an intro video. And I can see it in myself. Whenever I watch a show on Netflix or something, and they goes, "Here's the credits," I hit skip credits.
Mm-hmm.
I do it. I don't watch the credits. Now you could say ours is unique. Ours is different. It's a one of one, an NFT, if you were.
Yes.
Why don't we do NFTs of our show? That's not a bad idea. Is that a thing that we can do?
You tell me.
Can I make NFTs of my show? Please tell me. I need money.
Roast and live song for Roses and Thorns.
Good job, Sean.
Good job, us. Thanks, Rollo. Rose to Rollo for being for making a triumphant return.
Yes, thank you, Rollo. Hung out the whole time.
Rose to Micula making a triumphant return.
You guys have a good day, you guys. I got to go.
Talk soon. See ya.
Peace.
Thanks for participating.
Some people leaving, some people just arriving.
Some people just arriving. You.
Yo, yo, yo. That's my friend from Hawaii.
Oh.
Aloha.
Huh.
What you mean?
I'm in Hawaii. It's a nice state.
Don't be jealous because I said he's a friend.
I'm jealous because he lives in Hawaii.
Oh, okay. Just making sure because I could tell there was jealousy in the air instantly.
Right. What a history that. Speaking of corporations out of control.
Go ahead.
Hawaii's story and the Dole Pineapple Company. I mean, they were doing sus stuff way back then.
Yeah.
Wrestling control of the islands from the native population,
and they don't go anywhere. All they do is keep business moving. They don't. No one ever gets in trouble
in the name of a corporation.
Now they're taking out American citizens on American soil with no retribution. What? Don't say anything bad about a corporation because they'll take you out now.
A thorn to Boeing for their alleged suspicion
of murder of the guy who was a whistleblower. Name will be inserted after.
Right.
Ultimately, we are calling for the immediate arrest of the Boeing CEO.
Right.
And board of directors. Period.
Yes.
All of them.
Right.
We demand it.
I mean, it's suspicious.
We, the people, demand it.
You know,
the screen is shaking because that's how many people are demanding and pounding on tables.
I mean,
you should match my energy. I'm really high right now, up in the sky with this energy.
No, I agree.
But yeah, you're slowing down the pattern.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, the whole thing is to say immediate. I mean,
immediately.
We got to have due process. There's got to be due
immediately
process.
Arrested, and then the due process starts. Someone has to pay. Someone has.
I don't think you can arrest someone. I mean, there's. I think
here's the thing.
Having a sufficient amount of evidence.
It stops where? It stops where? At the top. It stops at the top. If there was a murder and there's suspicion of murder by a corporation, you go to the top. Period.
Yeah.
Well, and they'll start taking better notes. I guarantee you. They'll start at least taking notes.
I mean, just like if I was to murder you.
Go ahead.
Hypothetically. I mean, sure, it could look very suspicious, but they can't arrest me until they've got evidence that suggests that I could be the guilty.
The difference is it's your theater company.
Right.
And you used company people to do it.
Right.
And I didn't say anything. I didn't do anything.
Yeah,
I didn't kill them.
I get the analogy. That was actually what you originally said.
I get it.
I analogized down.
Yeah, but the thing is why would they have any suspicion?
So you were doing analogy of my analogy by going
back
By
to
the
the other.
original,
So here's the
which
thing: is
isn't
why
really
why
an
why
average.
would they ever be suspicious of you?
Right.
Because unless that was the first time we get our
But I'm
YouTube
saying-
check, and you were like cashing it in, and you were going to then take over the YouTube thing because we finally got popular from my murder. You know what I mean? I could see that happening.
But there's got to be
like I'm holding us back.
but there's got to be a due process still.
Aloha.
It's got to be investigated.
I'm on my way. I'm on my own Meltdown
It
Island.
looks suspicious.
Here's the thing: is if you don't start at the top, you can't start at the bottom because those guys don't have anything to do with anything. But you got to arrest somebody at that company.
Yes. No, I agree that once an arrest is warranted,
As soon as he gets murdered,
no.
As soon as he's murdered because he's giving
He
testimony.
committed suicide.
No.
He committed suicide.
He didn't though. He said,
I know,
"I'm not going to
it
commit
looks suspicious.
suicide. I'm not."
No, it looks suspicious. For
Then they
sure.
should.
But the police department so far has said it looks like suicide.
Of course, they're professionals.
I'm just saying.
You must. He's literally putting his life on the line to give testimony. To the point now he is murdered.
I'm
but
just
he's
saying,
putting
right
his.
now there is no crime.
Yes, there is.
There,
He said, "I won't murder myself.
but the police.
I won't
have
commit
said,
it. I won't. No matter what it looks
that's
like."
grounds for investigation. It's grounds for suspicion. I agree.
You got to arrest someone.
But right now there
they're
is no
taking over.
crime. The police
There is a
department
crime.
has made a crime. Well, it's up to the district attorney.
There is a
I
crime
guess.
in the eyes of the public. In the eyes of the law, there's a crime. I don't care. He's telling them, he's telling everyone in court the bad things that corporation's doing. He said, "I'm never going to murder myself. I want to make love to sweet Angela Lansbury before I die. I got some goal life shit. This is just me trying to step up and do my part as an American citizen. Citizens, if something happens to me, please hold the corporation responsible." That's what he's saying. That's why I'm saying something in the first place. Because I'm doing this action. Now he ends up dead. Suspicion. Put someone in jail. Start the investigation. But if you don't...
But that's not how it works for people.
But it must for in this case. Because here's the thing. Is
No,
they're
you
gonna,
can't.
they already have power.
That's a double standard too.
It has to be. I'm saying it has to be.
There has to be an investigation.
Because if not, they're going to
There
continue
has
to
to
do
be
this.
proof, just like if I murdered you.
It's different.
Unless they had proof beyond he was the last one to see him.
If I do a video saying, "Hey everybody, I am going to marry my buddy Sean's wife tomorrow. I promise I want to marry her. We are both virgins to one another, and we continue to be until we are married. So just know how much I want that sweet body of his wife naked with me in a bed."
I don't like this analogy.
But hear me out. You don't like it so much you'd murder me?
No.
But I'm afraid that he might. So what I'm going to say is, just know that if I do die, that I'm murdered. By him, probably. But I just want to let it be known that I'm definitely marrying her and going to make sweet love by this time tomorrow night. So, that's all. I love life. I'm a Buddhist, non-confrontationalist. All right, have a good day. Now you tell me that isn't going to say something, and you would get arrested.
And then I murder you. I mean...
That you saying they won't arrest you after that, just off of that one...
No, because you haven't said...
I said I don't want to die, and he would murder... If anyone in the whole world would murder me, it would be this guy whose wife I'm about to go and fuck tomorrow. I'm trying to be vulgar, quietly, but I'm trying to be vulgar to show you the intensity of what was just about to happen. Nothing.
I'm just saying it.
It's a good. By the way,
Right
I'm
now-
surprised how good that was.
I mean, they might not even be investigating it. If the police said it looks.
That's why we
like,
as the citizens, look in the camera, we as citizens have to demand
all right.
for the immediate arrest of the CEO and boardwalk of...
I'm on my own Meltdown
Got there,
Island.
did it.
Go, okay, all right, buddy. Stop yelling at me.
Well, you just cut me off.
Thorns to being broke. Agreed.
Agreed.
I just have a feeling we're coming back to it. So let's get back to some of these. Oh,
Wow.
like, for example, this one. We understand you're frustrated, DUSTiN.
What?
But Sean is right about due process. See? That's what's owed to people.
Even
That's
though
what's
the guy
also
said,
owed. Doesn't matter. The evidence can point
well, with
to it.
AI,
I mean, that just
you can do
suggests,
anything these days.
That just suggests it. It just suggests it.
He suggested it so strongly that he made a video saying...
Sean's done a lot of theater productions, scenes about crime. He's very well versed on this. I've also watched I've watched a lot of Law and Order, like a lot of Law and Order, like a lot of Law and Order. That's why she's measured about it. That's why he's measured about it. Wait, that's why he's more measured about it.
Yeah, he doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He must be. You know what he is? He's teasing
old
old Sheila down there.
Oh, right. My
he must be over on the OnlyFans.
My lowball speed bag.
Old Sheila.
Pow.
His name's Sheila, and mine is named Rage Gang.
Mm-hmm.
God.
Who fives to jail based on what evidence?
The CEO and the board are all arrested instantly. They're all the ones that stand to profit the most. They arrest the husband, right? They arrest the husband in a murder of a wife.
Not right away.
How about that guy?
Until they have evidence.
Okay. How about that Lacey Peterson case where he's about to get off because he did not murder his wife like he said, yet he did some suspicious shit and they got him on suspicion and he's been in jail forever? Because the public,
but a jury convicted him, though.
Because the public all heard the story and they all said he did it when he didn't. How about that?
We don't know.
Well, hey, they're releasing him from prison because the
who's to say it wasn't a technicality? We don't know. You don't
know. There was
a
van. There was a van that was burnt. There was all these things that people were like, this evidence, and people weren't even spoke to because the public decided he was guilty, and that became the narrative that the prosecutors then had to produce.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I'm saying the same thing must be right now. We must demand that the CEO is held responsible for the murder of the guy who was talking about his company.
The thing is, though,
he's the husband.
The police who actually investigate,
their job is to protect corporations and property
and pass off
they're not for American citizens.
Prosecuting attorney, and the prosecuting attorney has to.
There's no one for the American citizens.
Not until they're ready to go to the prosecuting attorney. Do they make an arrest? So there's just. I agree that someone should be in jail.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to happen just because our society.
Because people like me aren't saying we demand it.
The whole system, though.
That's why I got to run for president.
It's designed to favor corporations.
I guess I got to run for president.
So ultimately, just like after the 2008 financial crisis, no one's ultimately going to be held. But I agree, there should be arrests.
Corporations never go to jail.
But there has to still has to be due process before anyone's arrested.
Yeah, due process. Like you can prove anything to anyone these days. Still need evidence and proof.
Thank you.
The evidence is him saying, "I don't want to die," and if I do,
it doesn't matter.
That doesn't matter.
It does. That's just cool. I mean,
that's coincidence.
With other stuff.
It's just a coincidence.
With other elements of evidence, yes, that could become a portrait of guilt.
Now, I see the portrait.
But just in and of itself.
Thank you, Fruit Tree. I appreciate your hand.
Maybe it's for me. We don't know. What was that Netflix show everyone was going crazy about? Making a Murderer. Right? I don't know, maybe.
Manhunter.
Wasn't that the one where they...
I'm a manhunter. Mind hunter.
It looked like a ton of evidence that this guy did not kill someone, and they made a case that he did. Then his nephew went to jail. Yes. That's making a murderer.
See? What'd they do?
Because the cops actually forced a confession out of him.
Yeah. And what I'm saying is, do that to the CEOs. Do that to the CEO.
But he didn't. They forced a confession, but he didn't do it.
But at least get the CEO to talk. Go get him. Go arrest him.
Intense interrogation.
Take him downtown. Take him down. Can't we at least take him downtown?
I mean...
Can't we take the CEO downtown? Sean.
Yes, they could take him downtown, and he probably will be questioned. But there's.
He better be questioned, Sean, downtown, not up in his penthouse where he pisses down his trickle-down economics on the rest of us. No.
See, but the system is designed to benefit those people.
I know. That's what I'm saying. The police, they're not there to. They're there to serve and protect corporations or property that
Yeah.
are owned by someone.
Against the revolution from us.
Yep. Why? Because
That's-
they're terrified that if we actually did something and cared about equals, we
Yeah.
would do something, but we
If
don't.
we stopped fighting each other long enough to realize we should be fighting
But
them.
here you are fighting me on this, and I'm just trying to be a revolutionary.
I'm not fighting you on it. I agree. Someone should be held accountable, though they won't be. Someone should be.
Should be.
Just like after 2008, the financial crisis.
That's right when I bought my house, right at the bottom of the market.
Instead, they blamed poor people for taking mortgages that they couldn't afford.
I could afford mine.
Instead of fucking predatory lenders
Who are doing
giving
giving
loans to
to
people
make money.
who couldn't afford them.
Just all and to make money off of
'Cause
the
all of
United
that-
States government.
It's so gross.
And yet we're the ones that suffer. Crazy.
DUSTiN is going to return to stage in a production about an over-the-hill conspiracy theorist called Raving Bull. Shitter. That's funny. Autocorrect misgendered you. Sorry. That's all right, buddy. Autocorrect and I have a thing, so probably did it on purpose.
Bullshitter? Bullshitter is
After he goes to
non-sexual.
jail of some murder of a chick who was on his car line. Yeah, it's making a murderer. It's definitely making a murderer. It was a really compelling watch, though.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I mean, it looked so much. That's nothing. We demanded it. Ding van dong, damn it.
Yeah.
I think that was the prospector from Blazing Saddles, and the yacht murders.
Agreed.
Ted Kennedy, right? That very suspicious Chappaquiddick, the whole Chappaquiddick drowning.
That was in the thing. I'm sure
people are being investigated. You need means and intent. You may have motive.
Thank you.
Well, I mean,
intent. I think there's intent as well. Intent not to lose their job and or stock position. Ugh.
I mean, intent might be easy to prove.
Motive is easy to prove.
But
means they're a corporation that has millions of dollars.
To get a paper trail. I mean, they got fall guys in place.
They do, but you've got to start at the top, because if not, guess what? Next American Heritage, somebody bullshitter is going to be like, "Oh, let's murder some progressive person," and then we end just worse. That's the worst. It's all the worst. Living in America. Got to have a celebration.
Got away with killing that journalist, Khashoggi.
Mm-hmm. Proud of it.
Yeah. And yet, no repercussions.
I mean, he's the sovereign of a country. How you do that? You gotta go in, you know what I mean? But that's exactly how it's going to start with corporations. How would we even do that? It's like you just do it. I don't know how you do shit. How you fly a plane? You want me to tell you everything?
So anyway, thorn to Boeing, I guess. I guess the long and the short of that whole rant is thorn to Boeing.
Well, corporations are not people, yet the Supreme Court of the United States says they are. We have to get money out of politics.
If we're going to stop this, if we're going to stop the insanity.
That's the thing, is the money in politics. If you're going to stop the insanity, you have to start with getting money out of politics. Because why? Because the news makes money off of politics. So they're going to hype it up any way they want just to keep the money train going.
Well, right now they're running it into the ground. Did you see that thing where we add $100 trillion to the debt? No, we add $1 trillion to the debt every 100 days.
That's it.
And right now, the amount, and I just heard this today, so I haven't actually had the chance to get it with it from a second source, but apparently, but I've heard similar speculations that the amount of income tax that the United States government collects is just enough to pay the debt.
Huh.
I mean, it's just enough to pay the interest on the debt.
That's where I'm at on my credit as well. I get America.
Right?
Well, there's a great show on Netflix. Speaking of crazy shows on Netflix, there's one, it's a cartoon, and it stars that one lady from Kenny fucking Powers, his not Kenny Powers, but the sidekick's wife, who talks like this and is very meek. And it's like the end of the world because you see this comet coming towards it, and it's like the state of Texas big, and it's like in the background of every shot outdoors, you can just see this big comet coming. And so life is just everyone, like, you can fly around the world, you can visit every country, everything's sort of free. And it's like, boy, is that all we need is a comet in the sky and everything would just go crazy and be free? You know, her mom and dad have married their manservant who's taking care of them because they're so old, and they're all so loving, caring. And she's like, I just want to go to work, like, because they don't. There's of course a group of people that do not want to think about it.
Right.
They want to go back to the normal 9 to 5, which is how I get through life. That's not me.
It's also kind of the premise of that Steve Carell movie, Seeking
Susan?
No, seeking friend for end of the world or something like that.
I think I've seen that. I mean, it's similar. She picks up a motorcycle that's just laying there, and then starts. That's her new car.
All right.
It's that kind of idea. It's like things have really gone shit, but everyone's super happy.
Yeah,
that's the other side of that. It's weird.
Did we get this one? Thorn to LV together, except for an Elvis. Oh yeah, galvanized. See, those are nice and easy ones. But
having
like
is not having.
Have and salve, you know.
I think you're being a little hard on the L. That's why.
See, then why is it
having.
there?
Well,
salve, because I have no problem with, even though salve has one of the L's in there. I knew the word salve
before you saw it spelled.
Before I saw it spelled.
Mm-hmm. Then when you see it spelled, you get all fucked up, bro.
Yeah.
Click it.
Thank you.
Thank you, LV.
Rose Temecula for his observations.
I say we add more money to politics. I would love Nancy Pelosi to control my retirement portfolio. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
To every reaction, there's an opposite and equal reaction. All right, science. We're talking entropy. Goes both ways. I think people should start going by entropy.
I mean, Pelosi has done very well in the stock market since becoming a member of Congress.
Are you kidding me?
They brought like way beating.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, there's things on Twix that follow it, and they all do every trade
right.
I bought.
They brought.
Oh,
they brought the iceberg in for questioning during the Titanic investigation.
Okay. All right, make light of it.
Iceberg disappeared into thin air.
You know what? You know what though? You know what the captain did was go down with the ship because he knew it was him that murdered them people. He said, I'm
not going to be able to live with this afterwards, so I may as well die.
Yeah, I might as well. I was always like, oh, does the captain really got to go down with the ship?
Right. But now
I get it, because they're all going to kill me.
Right.
And then they're also going to, probably do bad things with my family.
Beat the shit out of
I'm going to go ahead and get wasted right now.
Get wasted, pass out, and drown.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
too soon, Mark. Too soon.
Plus, also, the captain knew, but he was pushed. He was. They were trying to set records for crossing the Atlantic, so they were going faster than they needed to, even though the captain wanted to slow down.
Who wanted that? I wonder. Rich people.
Yeah, right.
It wasn't the poor people, right? That died at the bottom. No. Money.
So, I say we had more money in politics. Yeah, that's right.
That one,
yeah. Yeah. Is it true 3 powerful men who were against the Federal Reserve on the Titanic? That's interesting. I mean, that is interesting. That I would consider more a coincidence. But it's entirely possible.
I mean, did they make a video saying that they were, and they thought that maybe, and then no. So you can't say that they thought that.
I'd have to Google it.
The guy at Boeing made a video. It's just like you. Think about it. If you imagine you made a video and you were going to fuck my wife.
No, you already gave me this analogy, but it was the other way around.
But now I'm saying you. I'm saying imagine you made a video.
Yes.
Wouldn't you want somebody to listen to that video? Or would you want him to go, oh, I guess he killed himself. Probably real sad. His wife's going, go. No. You wouldn't, buddy. You would want me to go, we demand it for Sean.
No.
You wouldn't want me to demand things for you?
That news radio episode about the Titanic was weird. I'm going to have to go back and watch that one. I don't know that I've seen it.
All right.
After we're finished with Suits. No, I don't want to do that.
What did you just do?
I don't know.
There you go.
There it is.
He blocked you.
That's what is said.
That's what is said. Oh, yeah?
Like a bunch of bankers.
That's interesting. So that's the real conspiracy?
What? Oh, about the Titanic? Yeah.
Somebody went up there like this with a mustache on and went into the iceberg.
I mean...
And then he got into a boat because he was a she. Women commit murder too, you guys.
Just not as much.
Well...
But the origins of the Federal Reserve are...
No one can go in the building.
They're very shrouded. The whole thing was very clandestinely planned.
No one can go in the building. No government official.
It was all started in secret because it's not a government agency.
Mm-mm.
It is private. It is all these fucking banks.
You sit back and go, demand all you want, you sons of bitches.
Yeah, it's
and we're the sons of bitches that they're talking about.
Yeah.
Just want to let you know.
Well,
wake up! It's you're the part of the story.
I have a feeling we're going to start to see
a
lot more bank consolidation. Because right now, I think there were like 30,000 banks still in the United States.
They're going to switch over to crypto,
and we really
to that
need
XRP,
10.
which passed through.
There are some countries that only have 3 banks for the whole country.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. And here we are with one on every corner for ease and convenience.
Right. And they all basically do the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Just like insurance.
But instead, there's all that redundancy.
Just like car insurance. All you're buying for car insurance. All you're buying in car insurance is just the commercials. You're like, okay, this commercial campaign got me more than the other insurance commercial campaign. Because they all have 4 or 5 going at once. And Progressive has the girl,
right,
has the gecko, has the caveman, has, 4 or 5 different like staple things that we can just name off. And Nationwide's got on your side, got the guy who goes around walking on roofs. You know what I mean? It's like they all have their own little guys. And you're saying, all right, I'll choose this one. The reason it costs so much money is for those campaigns.
The thing with the Titanic, though, and those 3 bankers, and it being like an inside job, to target those 3 bankers that were on it,
mm-hmm.
that were on the Titanic. It's basically a suicide mission, so I don't...
Not if it was a female who went and scoochied and then got on a boat and got out of there. Because they knew what was going to happen. So they just happened to be, I'm just walking along by the boats over here, and is there a sail? Oh, I'll get on it.
So the notion being, though,
that's a historical impression I just did.
It was terrible, and also a little bit sexist, I think. But that's why I chose to gloss over it. I was wishing it didn't happen.
It was an old Jewish guy.
Oh, all right, then that's fine. Then it's anti-Semitic.
I don't know. I was trying to change it from a woman and make it something else.
Oh my God. Well, I think we said it all. Did it all.
I think it was a good impression. That's why.
Hey, thanks to all of our commenters for coming. Right?
I didn't see you do an impression. Thank you to the commenters.
Thank you, commenters. You guys are crushing it. I just want an insurance company that only charges me for what I need. Sounds like a commercial. You sound like a commercial.
Hi, welcome to Commercials, our show. We do commercials. So you don't have to.
Well,
Sean's got a new show to go to.
yeah,
I'm gonna wrap this up by saying we like you guys.
Yeah, we're great. You're great. Can't believe it's 6:25 already. That's crazy.
Time flies while you're having fun. I hope you guys had as much fun as we did.
I just sort of lose track of time when we start going into these anti-corporate rants.
Yeah, we get upset.
I mean, I literally lose time.
There's this trending video on Twix right now with this UAW guy leader in New Jersey going, "These folks out here, you buy one of those hats from them, you're the shit problem. I'm sorry to the kids, but these," and I'm like, that sounds like me at the end of every one of our shows, because we are ranting and raving about this stuff. It drives us nuts.
George Carlin had this all figured out 30 years ago, and he tried to warn us.
He did. There were 4 bankers on Titanic. No one knows where the extra...
Thank you. Good night. Congratulations to Mark Makula for landing the blow of the show.
Yeah, that was a good one. Collect your data and you're sending it to your insurance company. Yep.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's the future.
Then they raise prices on you. Why? Because we allow it to happen.
And they're already starting to pull out of states that are high risk, where they're losing a fortune in natural disasters. They're pulling out of California because of the fires. They're pulling out of Florida because of the hurricanes, floods. So a lot more is going to be falling out of the state for making people whole after natural disasters.
Ain't that something else?
The government come in being the insurer of last resort. But those people will be charged extraordinary premiums to have.
Extraordinarily great.
Anyway.
All right. Well, thanks
for
hanging out.
We're about to go off on another corporate rant.
Yep. Thanks for hanging out, everyone.
Steiner. Rose to Steiner.
What else from Roses? Rose to a great show.
Rose to them all. Good show.
Rose to a great show.
Nice job.
And Thorn to Thorn to corporations. And hey, big government, get out of our vaginas.
And come check me out in Aging Bull. May 4th is when we open.
Let's give it some time.
5 performances.
We got a whole month to talk about
it. All right. Poses.
Come on out to Meltdown Island.